Hello everybody, Power here. As you can see, I'm doing something a little different today. I'm going to be going through some mods that I have in my Skyrim game, and which ones I believe you should use. The first mod I'm going to show you is called Item Recycling, and this is by Robinson Adam 83. And I'm going to quickly say that all these mods are available on the Steam Workshop, and obviously because of that the names are likely to change. Anyway, this mod allows us to take unwanted items. For example, I'll quickly show you, I quickly bought a steel sword. Here it is. And you know, you always find enemies with pointless iron steel weapons. Well now, with this mod, you can get any unwanted item and refine it into, or unrefine it, back into its previous state. So for one steel sword, I'm going to get 1 ingot. Obviously it's not as much, and you also don't get the leather strips back. However, I believe it's pretty good because it just helps you get more materials that you need in the game. A good example of this is currently in the game I'm building my own house in Hearthfire, or how you want to pronounce it. And one thing I always find is I never have enough iron. And however, I always end up killing bandits, and obviously bandits drop iron weapons. And so that would have actually, I only just got this mod recently, would have been a really good source to help me build my house from. Okay, so we've all had that time in Skyrim where we've played it a long time. Say you get to level 60, if you've played it really a lot. You get to a point where you want to start going into other skills, but you can't do that anymore because it takes so long to level up and you've spent all your perks. And basically this mod has realised that, and to fix the problem, what they've done, this is, by the way, it's Spend Dragon Souls for perks by Dark Seraphim 85. I just butchered that guy's name. What you can do, you can go to this area called Dragon Stones, just north of Riverwood, and every time you kill a dragon, as we know, you get a Dragon Soul, and then at these stones... Okay, well, never mind, I just had a quick jump cut, I have to change a little bit, because there's actually a new version of the mod, which I never actually realised I downloaded. But this is the new version, where you basically have this Eye of the Dragon, and for 1/10 of your level, and I believe I'm currently level 32, so 3.2 Dragon Souls, or probably, hopefully 3, I can go up to this little Eye of the Dragon, press yes, and I can decide to turn it into a perk point. Now I'm kind of hoping that... Yep, I've got 2 Dragon Souls, and I believed I had 5 just before then, and now if I go into perks, as you see, I now have an extra perk. So with this, all I have to do is kill 3 dragons, and then I can get an extra perk, and it really helps you advance the game when you get to further into the game. You know, sometimes you want to change your character. For example, when I remember my very old games, I was just hand-to-hand combat through the whole thing, and I wanted to be stealthy, couldn't do it. I just simply couldn't do it from that point because there was no perks I could use. And another point is that you can actually go to this little plaque on the floor and change the mod. It depends if you want to use the new system, which is what I just used, to turn a certain amount of souls directly into perk points, or convert considerable amounts of souls directly into perks. So it would go for a soul to a perk. However, I did it from a soul to a perk point, so I can decide at a later time. I believe it also allows you to decide how much it will cost. So I had it as the original cost is 1/10 of your level. However, you can half it, making it like 1.5 for me. You can double it, etc, etc. Now this mod is an armor mod called Akaviri Samurai Armour. This is by Hothtrooper, and as you can see here, Lydia is very nicely demonstrating just what this armor looks like. And I do quite like a lot of samurai games, like Total War, Shogun 2, that type of thing. And there's a kid over there holding a dagger, which is a little worrying. Let's keep an eye on him. But as we can see, it's pretty good detail. I forgot Lydia's going to crouch with me, so I can't get any zoom in. I can't zoom in properly. But it's got a lot of detail, it looks really good, and the stats for it are pretty decent. And you are able to craft this armor at a forge, which I'll show you now. So now that I'm at the forge, I'll go into steel, and you can see the Akaviri Samurai Armour. And it's a heavy armor, obviously, but it comes with a decent armor rating. It's really easy to get early game, which is leather strips, steel ingots, and iron ingots. And this mod goes very well alongside with another favourite mod of mine, which is the Weapons of the Shogunate by, I'm not even going to pronounce it, well, I'll try, Jagdtiger. And here I have the one-handed katana, and it looks pretty decent from first person, and as much as I would love to be able to go around my character, which I can't, so unfortunately I'll just have to show you like this. It looks really good when on the side of your character. Even as I'm playing as a Dark Brotherhood character right now, I think it really suits the like the mood, if that makes sense. It really suits what the character looks like. It just looks good. It blends into the game. And I'd also want to say that the samurai armor actually has some pretty good lore behind it, so it is lore friendly. And I'm guessing you could just say that this sword comes with it. I also have the dagger equivalent, which, yeah, I'm never going to pronounce that. Which, it's got pretty good damage, especially for an early item. One little thing I do annoys me a little bit is this one does look a little off when I'm trying to block with it. However, it is, like I said, a really good dagger for a starter stealth player. And this is probably the only dagger I've used since I was maybe level 15, and I'm now level 33, 32. Yep, 32. So, it's got me this far, and I really do enjoy it. There we go. Now I'm just going to pull my weapon out, and there we go. How good does that look, guys? Nice samurai armor, nice samurai katana. Shield. Ignore that. That's got absolutely nothing to do with this. And yeah, I really do enjoy this mod. It just adds this nice little, in a way like a decoration piece. I always use this in my house on a mannequin. Mannequin? You know what I mean? Just to make the place look a bit nicer. And now this is one of my most important mods, is the Bandoiler Bags and Pouches by Cyrax. And this mod, it's not exactly the most realistic, but it helps me so much. One of the worst things in Skyrim is deciding what junk you should drop when you just cannot carry any more. As you can see, I've got these little pouches covering my body, even from behind, in front, and across my chest. And if we go into here, we can very quickly see that here we go. These little bandoilers. Don't laugh, right? Okay, don't laugh at my pronunciations and yep. And these are all just little boxes that you can make, and each one increases your carrying capacity. And you may think these ones look a little bland, and that's because, well, first of all, I'm going to say this is a legitimate game. So not everything I have here is actually, yep. It's not actually whatever you want to call it, because I've completely forgot my words. What you can do is, okay. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing. Okay. Deciding on what colour you want the pouches to be, you will have to go around and get different types of dye. So for example, if you want a black pouch, you have to get some frostbite venom. And then, for crimson, which is like for Dark Brotherhood, you have to get a human heart and dye it. Sometimes a sort of buckles can help. But then, when you've done that, you can very simply go over to the tanning rack, go under leather, and you can find all the bandoilers. And you are able to see just what you will actually need. For example, for this one, we need the black dyed leather and the dark bandoiler. I really hate pronouncing that word. That's for the Dark Brotherhood ones. Now obviously, because I'm currently using Dark Brotherhood, I will need black dyed leather, Dark Brotherhood large bandoiler, and I'll be able to upgrade it to a large bandoiler. I'm just not, don't want to pronounce that word anymore. But yeah, so all these little things that I could actually make. And as an example here, this is the and so if I wanted to create the I need this one, and it has an extra it's 25 carrying capacity. And this just makes life so much easier, because it's like you can just go up to this little guy, these little places, and go, I've got too much stuff. Instead of dropping it all, I'm just gonna throw a bit of leather together that I always happen to have on me, and yeah, that's it. That's literally it. I can carry all I want now, and then I have even more stuff that I don't want to drop later on. Okay, so we're now in Winterhold, and it's very cold. Why am I here? Well, this is because one of the mods that I think is in a way the most addictive is everywhere. Every city you can go to, you will find this mod. Every house, every important dead body, as weird as that sounds. And God, please leave me alone. Please. Thank you. Anywhere you go, you will find this mod. Oh, for guts. You will find this mod, and I'm a huge collector. Like, say, when I was in primary school, if there was ever like some sort of little fad going through, I would go way over the top and get as much of that fad as I could. I loved collecting items, and so for me, this mod is just absolutely perfect. Now, if you look around, you may not see it really, but well, you probably will be now. But right here, all these little collectible skulls across all of Skyrim. This one isn't the best example. It looks like just one big green splodge. However, let's take that. I can reassure you, literally, yep, there's another one. And the reason I brought this here is because this is the one place that I've hardly looked in. I've not been to Winterhold in this playthrough just yet, or this game. And you can see this one's a little bit better quality. If I pick it up, we'll have a look at my inventory. And we will very quickly find one. Very quickly find one. Here we go, this is a nice one. This is the Nordic skull, which I found a while ago. It's got a nice little pattern to it, and you can tell it's one of those things that people, if you're a collector like I am, it's one of those little things you can go around and see it. It doesn't weigh much, so you can end up just picking hundreds and thousands of them. We've got painted skulls, pale doom skulls, and each one's part of a different collection. So if you look at the colours of the eyes, on a lot of them they're different colours. Like, see, we got light blue, and then we got that. And they're basically all small collections. Each of these is made by G20. It's called the Unique Skulls of Skyrim. There's about 6 mods, I'd say, that makes up all the skulls I've got. And to show you the actual extent of how many I've now collected, I'll take you to a player home, which I'm not going to give the name of a mod reviewer of just yet, because I might do that in another episode. However, I don't want to make this episode too long. So I'm just going to go quickly show you every single skull that I've collected so far. So here we are in my little castle place, looking at all these skulls I've collected. Oh, and that's not all of them. I've also got all of these. These. I'm stuck a little bit. These and these. As you can tell, if you are addicted to collecting items, this is a mod you will definitely not want to get, because I've actually been trying to stop myself from getting them. However, every time I see them, I now can't help but pick it up, knowing that I absolutely adore them. One thing about this mod, however, is that, first of all, they tend to disappear. Oh, hold up. Sorry about that, we had a little bit of a ballistic dog issue there. They do occasionally tend to disappear, and I believe that may be because I recently uninstalled one of the skull mods, possibly. And a lot of the time they also tend to repeat. So, for example, I believe I had some over here somewhere. Maybe. Here we go. Look, we got 2 Kim skulls, but with different eye color, and it makes it a little annoying sometimes. But you know, and in a way, this mod is a little overwhelming, because if I go and very quickly count how many of these skulls I have, yep, I have about 210 of these skulls now, which is a little over the top. And to say each one weighs 0.3, that's still an estimated of 70 weight I've been carrying around until I started dropping them all off here, and it gets very overwhelming after a while. And also, you know, it's kind of hard to control the amount you take. Very quickly going to show favourite skull is this Dark Brotherhood one. It's got the little Dark Brotherhood window, and possibly there on the chin bit you can see Babette's head. Just an interesting little thing. And obviously, because of all these shelves, there's got to be a way I put them on. As you can see, I can click on it, I can change what's on the shelf, and this is with the Unlimited Bookshelf mod by Dar5id2701, and it allows you to basically put anything you want on the bookshelves, like, say, Golden Claw, Space Claw, Core, Right Eye of the Farmer, Jewels, shh, quiet. Easter eggs, Easter eggs from another mod, just everything. You can put anything you want.
Yes.
Stuff that can go on bookshelves anyway. Anything you want. I'm going to very quickly say the reason I'm not currently reviewing this actual player home that I'm in is because I recently uninstalled another play mod house which was conflicting with this one, which meant many of the doors I was going through would take me to the other house, and I'm not, that means my house, I've not fully searched yet. So maybe that'll be in another video. Not quite sure. I hope so, because I like Skyrim, and I played way too much of it recently. And you are on the floor. You don't belong there, you belong there. There we go. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment on anything you believe, if you should think I should do this again, shouldn't do it again, blah 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 blah, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Lydia. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
Be careful.
Yeah, be careful, kids. Goodbye. Okay, so now that we are...